All right, to get started, what we're going to do is we're going to get our domain name and we're going to set up our website hosting. The way we're going to go about this is not the way that they normally do it. And here's what I mean. In the description of this video, there's going to be a link to different website hosts. We're going to have NAMEHERO and a few others. What we're going to do is we are going to get our domain name from NAMEHERO. All right. So you're going to click on the link in the description. It's going to take you to NAMEHERO. Hopefully you don't have to go through reCAPTCHA like I have to go through here. And then it's going to take you to NAMEHERO. The domain name is going to be your .com, your .co, your .org. The name of your website, the website address. So google.com, namehero.com, that's the domain name. Most times it's going to be your businessname.com. So if your business is Pete's Pizzas, it's going to be petespizzas.com. And sometimes it can be .co.uk depending on what you'd like. And then after that, you're going to set up what's called hosting. Hosting is going to be the computer that is on 24/7 or the server that is on 24/7. That's going to make your website available across the globe. What we're going to do that's different, and I'm going to show you how to do it the regular way. We're not going to be using shared hosting, that is NAMEHERO. We're going to be using managed hosting, because the managed hosting solution we're going to be using is a little bit price flexible, but it offers a lot more power. What we're going to do here is that instead of using NAMEHERO for the domain name and the hosting, like most of the YouTube tutorials, we're going to go a little bit more advanced, where we can use more advanced and better web servers like Amazon Web Services or Google Cloud, for example. Or we can go cheaper and use DigitalOcean or Vultr or Linode. And we're going to get this by using Cloudways. So here's what we're going to do. On NAMEHERO's homepage, namehero.com, we're going to click domains. We're just going to purchase a domain. So I'm going to type Zeilhan tutorials. And I'm not going to be using .com this time. I'm going to be using .co.uk. I know I am not in the UK. So we have .com. That's added from my previous session, because I was trying to set up hosting. But don't worry about it. It's going to be the same process. What I want is .co.uk. So there are different domain names. We're just going to go with the .co.uk option because it is cheap. It's added to cart. Now I'm going to click on the cart. I am going to remove the hosting that is there. So it says here that if you plan on purchasing web hosting with NAMEHERO, and this is the most important part, because remember I told you that we're not going to be hosting with NAMEHERO in this situation. But if you're using NAMEHERO as a host, you click continue and then you can purchase your hosting and you can go from there. But we're not going to be using NAMEHERO. I am going to leave the name servers as is though, because I don't yet know the name servers for the host that I'm going to be getting. So we'll get that later. So this part right here, zeilhantutorials.com, is from the previous part of the tutorial that you guys probably won't see, when I was trying to get hosting from NAMEHERO and it was not working. In another tutorial, I'll show you how to get NAMEHERO hosting. But right now it's not working. The checkout page is crashing. So let's hope it doesn't happen with the domain name. So zeilhantutorials.co.uk, email forwarding, DNS management. You can get those. This is just a tutorial for me. I don't need it, so I won't get them, but you can get them. You can read. It basically makes your website available faster, and it makes you have all your emails in one inbox. Perfectly fine. Not a big deal for me. So we're going to continue. All right. So I don't need the .com. Let's remove that. No savings. We are going to create a new account. All right. So once you've created your account, all right, guys. So you're going to create your account, first name, last name, email address, etc., your billing address, and all of that good stuff. Once you have created your account, you're going to go ahead and select your payment method, enter your payment details, all right? And you have read and agreed to the terms of service, and you check out. And that's what it's going to be. I already have an account with NAMEHERO. I think I'm going to go ahead and use that existing customer account, because I just need a domain name. I don't need a separate account. When I'm doing the hosting tutorial for you guys again, then we'll get a new account. So I'm just going to use the existing customer login. I'm going to log in. Everything is as I'd like it. Read and agreed to the terms of service. And we are going to check out now. All right. So let's go ahead and check out. All right. Order placed. Continue to client area, because we're going to need this section. Now I do have 8 domains here. I've had more. Some are expired, some not so expired. We're going to click on domains. We are going to go all the way over to Zeilhan Tutorials. Let me just make myself a little bit smaller. ZeilhanTutorials.co.uk. We are going to click on this one. Click on it. And everything is as we would like it to be. No SSL, perfectly fine. We'll set that up very soon. So now that we have this set up, and remember guys, once you set up your account, you're going to want to go to your email address that you used, and you're going to want to get all the good stuff happening, like getting your confirmation code and everything like that. You can go ahead and do that. I already had an account. That's something I need to show you. Now for the hosting that we're going to be using this time is Cloudways. And Cloudways is it's something that I love because you can choose where you host your website, at which server. It can be Google Cloud, it can be Amazon Web Services for higher performance websites. So like my most important clients with like e-commerce platforms and so on, always AWS, always Google Cloud. Or you can go with something a bit more budget friendly. For this tutorial, we're going to use that. I'm going to be using Vultr. For now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a new account with Cloudways because I'm actually going to be getting website hosting. Now, Cloudways is very beautiful. I won't ramble on too much. We're just going to get started. So we're going to say start free. I am going to sign up with my Google account. You can just enter first name, last name, and so on. Everybody can do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use the Google method. So I'm going to click continue with Google. I'm going to select the email address. I'm going to continue. All right. So now that I need to set a password. I'm just going to select a strong password. I will describe myself as, I'm a lot of things right now. So I'm going to say digital agency for this person. Yeah, I'm just going to say digital agency. My hosting spend is 50 to 250. I agree to the terms of service, privacy policy. I am going to continue. To activate your account, sign in. All right, so submit details. All right, guys, good news. So my Cloudways account has been activated. Woohoo! It took a few days, but I'll show you the process. So to get activated, you just need to go to cloudways.com. All right, so you apply for an account, then you actually go to cloudways.com. Let me get my chat out of the way, and it's going to be right there. And when you go to cloudways.com, you're going to click send a message. All right, send us a message, go to verification. Once you go to verification, it's going to automatically apply with the instructions to get verified. So I literally did all of this. So I sent them the email account that I used to sign up. I sent them links to my Twitter and LinkedIn accounts. I sent them my company's website, which, Zeilhan.com. I sent them my ID. So I used my driver's license. And I also sent them my contact number. So I used 2 socials. I used my company's website. I used the email address, my driver's license, government issued ID. And within about 3 or 4 hours, I was verified. So we're verified. We are going to log in and activate. I understand the risks. Take me there. All right, this is good. So here's what we're going to be doing. Let's get started. Okay, so here it's telling us you can deploy more apps once your first server is ready. So to set up a WordPress install, we're just going to click next right here. And I'm going to call this, all right, go next. Actually, I need to name it first app. First app. I'm going to call this first server. And I'm going to call this startup project. I'm just going to install startup project. And we go next. So it's saying that I can only use DigitalOcean, AWS, and Google. So let's just go ahead, set up that. Select your desired server size. I'm just doing a test website, so I can just go with a 1 gig regular server, but most times you're going to go with a 2 gig high performance. All right, so I'm just going to go with my 1 gig regular server. Let's go next. So the location I'm going to use is actually Miami. If I can use Miami, it doesn't seem like Miami is one of the options. I'll just go with New York for now then. So try to a blazing platform with 3-day trial, no credit card. Yes, let's go on. I'm perfectly fine. You're all set. End. So I'm going to launch now. And remember, this is a WordPress install. You can also go with a multi-site. So that's a WordPress multi-site, and you can go with a WooCommerce installation. So I'm just going to go ahead and launch now. So it's adding my server. All right, first server has been created. Our server is here. We have an application. So after you've made your server, this is the most important part. After you've made your server, so you're going to go to dashboard. We have a server right here. So we have a server installed. Here's what you're going to do next. You're going to click on your server. You're going to copy the public IP. you're going to log into your NAMEHERO client section. When you log into your NAMEHERO client section, you're going to go to DNS management. At DNS management, you're going to add at a record, and you're going to paste in the IP address and save changes. So this is what you will have when you're done. Once you've done that, I want you to copy your website URL. I want you to go incognito and go to DNS checker. All right. DNS checker. You're going to paste in the URL. You're going to search the A records. The address that you see right here should be the same address from your Cloudways IP, and it should also be the same for your A record. And what DNS checker is basically saying to you, it is telling you that, all right, your website domain is available across the globe on this server. This is the IP address for your server. This is the A record for it. And that's all you need to do. If you go to NAMEHERO, or you go to your public register, your DNS, or you go to your domain name register, and they don't have the option to add the A record, open a support ticket, tell them that this is the IP address for your Cloudways server. You'd like to have them added to your domain so you can use Cloudways for your domain. Once that is done, you're going to go back to Cloudways. All right. You're going to go to your first app. This is your WordPress install. You're ready to use this. So you're just going to click on this. You have two URLs right here. You're going to have the application URL. If you click here, it takes you to the actual website. And if you click here, it takes you to the admin panel. You copy the login URL and you copy the password. You're going to paste it in and you can log in. So the next thing that you're going to do after you've seen the IP, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to copy the domain name. You're going to go back to Cloudways. You're going to go to domain management. The default, the primary is going to be this long, ugly URL that you can't share with anyone. You're going to do is you're going to add domain. You're going to paste in your URL, and then you're going to add domain. After you've added the domain, it's going to appear, but it's going to be here. You're just going to right click and make primary for the actual domain. Once that is done, it still won't work because you need to have SSL. You need to have an SSL certificate installed. So to install the SSL certificate, you're going to go to SSL certificate. Let's encrypt. You're going to use your email address. I'm just going to use one for the business, and you're going to paste in your domain, and you're going to install SSL certificate. Once the SSL certificate is installed, we're going to go to incognito. We're going to paste the URL. We're going to see if it works. And it works. Now to go to your admin address, you're just going to right click here. You're going to say WP admin. Once that happens, you're going to go back to Cloudways, access details, copy and paste your email address, copy and paste your password, and you're going to log in, and there you go. All right. So now let's get started with the tutorial.